one academy player with a 4 tubers of yam for Lukaku.
or something, because the guy now you don't turn waiter. I don't know. Now see Timo Werner will be the installed before. Timo Werner don't they pick him from back and everything.
Look at Timo Werner's goal that day. It was class.
I swear.
And I've been telling people that this guy is the real deal. I will keep telling people that Chelsea is the problem of Lukaku. You don't buy a property you can't use. You can't come here and criticize Lukaku for not being good. Lukaku fired into Italian League after 10 years. What are you telling me?
Who be that left back? Now be the problem of Arsenal right now. Who be those midfielders? Now be the problem. And that front line. Thank God. I don't hear news say like I said no fit for the match.
He said that, thank God.
Very happy. Very happy for that. Because even though
Hello, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, and people from all across the world. My name is Stokes, and you're welcome back to Football Fan Tribe. Over here, we interview Nigerian football fans after matches, and we give you Nigerian football fan content back to back. So I beg, if you're new here, just click that subscribe button on there. Thank you so much for watching. And this is the weekend preview show where we're going to discuss the major games from all across the European leagues. We're going to touch on the major teams. We get games of interest this weekend there. And as you can see, I'm not alone in here. I'm doing this with two gentlemen by my right hand side and my left hand side. Right hand side and your left hand side. Henry back again. How far now, brother?
But they fear to laugh now. They say male free, no, they laugh with the coach.
It is well, but you're all right, Abi.
I'm okay.
All right, welcome back, man. And then Godfrey, the Arsenal man. How your side now, brother?
Adeku.
100. So let's dive straight into the matter. Where do we start from? The big one. All of us been watching the game together now. Well, you were not there, but we watched the game together. Man City, Liverpool. The second leg on Sunday, and then we have another registration of that game again this weekend, but not in the Premier League, in the FA Cup semi-finals. Henry, your thoughts of that game, and then what do you see from this game this weekend?
Guardiola has a lot of work to do this season with Liverpool, because I am seeing Liverpool Man City playing up to 5 times this season. If everything works out.
Yes,
they have already played 3 times. They have already played 2 times. They are playing the third one. They might meet in the Champions League final as well.
To make it 5.
To make it 5. Then if Liverpool should take a FA Cup, then Man City take Premier League, they will still play Community Shield before the season starts. So the fact is that it's been a competitive and entertaining football. Playing your first leg 2-2 scoreline, second leg 2-2 scoreline, end-to-end football, entertainment filled with goals. I think it's a good one for Premier League. It's a good one for Premier League since the big match has shifted from Manchester United Liverpool to Man City Liverpool. It's a good one. At least Premier League has something to boost off when other people watch Barca Madrid. That's our own Clasico now. It's a good one.
And what do you expect from that game? Who do you think will edge it? Because the Man City game, we watched the Champions League. I think Kyle Walker went off injured, and then De Bruyne too. Even Foden himself, the entire scarf for hair. Then he wear Gele. This is Atletico Madrid.
I'm waiting to hear from Man City about Kevin and the Walker. If they are not there tomorrow, it will be a very high mountain for City to climb. Likewise Liverpool, because since after Nations Cup, Salah and Mane has not been at their best, and I hear people saying they are fasting. I don't buy that idea because I don't think it's professional. Those guys, it's not a matter of fasting. I think Salah and Mane are suffering from fatigue and too much of game time. Because that was what Chelsea suffered that fateful night. So I think that is their problem. But aside injury, I think Liverpool should have an edge because City were drilled yesterday. Atletico Madrid drilled them. They drilled them yesterday, and
tough game compared to the one with Liverpool.
The likes of Mane then came off the bench, and they had nothing much to do because the game was already won in the first leg. Unlike City, who make sure they played till the final whistle. So, and the only thing that might save City tomorrow is their squad depth. Some guys might start, but I don't think Guardiola would like to start the second 11 players against Liverpool. So, all in all. On paper, I give it to Liverpool, but football can happen.
Interesting. And Godfrey, I want to what do you think of that game? First of all, just give me like the scoreline where the predict will happen, and then move from there, enter the Arsenal game. I think it's Arsenal versus Southampton away from home.
Yeah, I think for that Man City match, it will be a very interesting match based on Jurgen Klopp come out to talk say Guardiola are the best manager in the world.
Yeah.
And at the same time, Guardiola talk
Two of them, they just they blush for themselves.
Guardiola talk say the Jurgen Klopp team na the most difficult team we don't ever face for in life and all those things. So I feel say that match go dey very interesting based on for Man City. I feel say they know they lucky and all based on some of their key players. They're out now. Kevin De Bruyne ready to miss the match and even Kyle Walker to miss the match too. So two of those guys out of that team. I feel say if Naija come to the other side, maybe Salah figures and shine this time around or something. But if that match, if Man City ready, maybe the match will go draw or something. But if they're not ready, I see Liverpool winning this one this time around. Maybe 2-1 probably in favor of Liverpool.
And then Southampton Arsenal.
Yeah, Southampton Arsenal. Now the match we could decide my top 4 this season. I don't already talk them before, and I know they're scared to talk them.
Don't be your own.
If anything make I not win that match, I feel say that top 4 don't be over. And if Tottenham win Brighton, come be 6 points, and you know it can people where we face after Southampton and all. So at the same time, I feel say Arteta need to do some changes based on the starting level against Brighton last week, lose at Emirates. This time around, you go St. Mary. I know say St. Mary I know how if even win match there based on their performance against Chelsea and everything. So for sure, Southampton difficult side. They no go agree to lose back to back, all those kind of things. But for Arsenal, who be that left back? Now be the problem of Arsenal right now. Who be those midfielders? Now be the problem. And that front line, thank God, I don't hear news say like I said, no fit for the match.
He said that, thank God.
Very happy, very happy for that, because even though what is your call him now? One of our academy guy, I prefer him for that position, or maybe I feel even play Martinelli in that position. Then maybe put Pepe into the match. I feel even go better than what this guy they do for Arsenal. Like I said, based on see the assist where we expect to get from him, no longer that. Like I said again, no they give us those assists again. Control of the ball, everything just zero. So for sure, I prefer Martinelli or maybe Nketiah for that spot. Then for that midfield, Xhaka to ball out for that midfield again. I know 1 year story say now only Lakonga can hold that midfield. That guy too small for that spot.
I will Lakonga.
I swear.
And then Harry, you don't the more since you don't the. But what do you think? Arsenal's chances of top 4.
What do you want make I think? When I really told Arteta, he said, Mikel, you can make top 4 or win trophy, a reasonable trophy with academy boys. Arsenal should do away with this academy mentality. Premier League is for men, not for boys. If a Manchester United with all these men cannot fire, when a business time we do, this is not the time you come and dribble inside camera. This is the time you play ugly football and get a result. I watched them against Brighton. They were just like Manchester United. You know? If you remove Arsenal yesterday, they give and Watford, you not go believe some Arsenal players. It's just like when Man U is playing now. If you carry Norwich yesterday, give Man U players. Maybe Ronaldo with his height, people gonna say Ronaldo. But aside that, my team is just like a Norwich team. You know, so you don't make top 4 when you have an average manager coaching average players. It can't work. Top 4 is for men. Now for Champions League sport. What it means is that for you to be in that top 4, it means that you did not win league because one person must win the league, but you're capable of winning league. That is why it's for Champions League. That league was exclusively reserved for people with champions mentality. Arsenal no get champions mentality. We have been waiting for this time to come. I was looking at Arsenal fans gallivanting. No, they were gallivanting. I knew a time like this would come when those boys will start getting tired. They are all tired. That is just it. They are all tired. That winning mentality is not there. You know, and unfortunately for them, they're going to play Southampton at the very wrong time. Because you can't lose 6-0. Then you want to play an Arsenal that has lose back to back. You know, you are coming. They don't have respect for anybody. Forget the Chelsea catch them on time. The secret was that Chelsea scored early goal, then capitalized on that early goal and bang more goals with annoyance. Arsenal don't have that annoyance. There is no Rudiger in Arsenal team. There is no N'Golo Kante who can wire the midfield. You know. So I don't. Even if I don't see Arsenal winning that game straight, if they must win, it's not going to be anything less than 2-1 defeat or 1-0 winning. And if they fail to win tomorrow, they should forget it, because I don't see Tottenham and Conte going back. You know, so I'm afraid Arsenal and Man U will try European Conference League.
Speaking of Man U now, and speaking of Norwich, Man U Norwich, I know the first leg it was a case of I think Ronaldo win that match.
It was a penalty now. It was a penalty.
But then struggle with Man U even when they were in a bad state then. So what did they expect from this second leg?
What am I expecting now? We lost against Everton 1-0. Since that day we've been sleeping. Then Norwich won 2-0 against Southampton Wanderers, I guess.
Yeah.
So we are coming from a losing, back of losing. You know, they are coming from winning. It's a different mindset.
Yeah.
And the Manchester United team, the morale is very low. Everybody's accusing ancestors. They get telling you that the team is cursed, that he doesn't understand. What is that you're not understanding? That a man come to play attacking football with 30-year-old men.
Yeah.
You want to run, game pressing. With Ronaldo at 30. Matic at 33.
Yeah.
Ronaldo 37. You know? So, and now with now, to them it's like they are seeing themselves as people who can escape.
Yeah.
They are playing for nothing. They're just coming out to express themselves. Every pressure is on Manchester United.
Nothing to lose now.
Nothing to lose. Unlike Manchester United, all eyes on you. Your salary structure alone is a problem. You know, so the pressure is on Manchester United.
Yeah.
And if to Man U players now, even if we win, and Arsenal win, Tottenham win, we are still here.
Yeah.
There is no motivation. To me, an average Manchester United player is playing for the season to end.
May church just close. May everybody go out, go on the day first, go restart.
You know, they should win for being Manchester United, for playing Norwich.
Yeah.
By this time, during Alex time in Manchester United, Alex will not start in his first 11 against Norwich. In his 26-7 years in Manchester United as a manager, week 32, Alex will not start in his first 11 against Norwich. But football have changed, it has evolved. Everybody now has money to buy players. Everybody is competing. Nobody wants to be relegated. So you respect everything. You don't underrate anything. Yeah. So Man U will come all out tomorrow. At least to say, make we win. Nobody knows. You know. I give it to them.
Yeah. Interesting. All right. Nice one. More travel small. We don't do England. Let's travel small to France where PSG will be facing Marseille. You know, say those two teams, there's a big grudges for each other. You understand? I remember the last fixture with the whole fan trouble fighting where they stole name ahead, this one and that one. But that game they come up again. In as much as PSG they top the table with 12 points. You understand? So a good way for them, and they don't win their last two games. Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. I think Messi get 3 assists for their last game. Then Neymar, Mbappe, all of them score. It does be like jolly for them.
I record though.
Wait till they see.
That Marseille team, you know. Now people always have cause trouble.
Yeah.
You know they play for anything. But right now, if you say they play for Champions League sports, you are based on say they second.
Yes.
You know understand?
Yeah.
And at the same time now, only them now don't hold this PSG team down for their home for their league, and their match ends 0-0. I remember one tack where William Saliba do where everybody praised on him and everything, and I expect to see a bomber match at the same time. I don't expect Marseille to just come out see one can look Mbappe shoe or one can look Messi shoe. Allow them to shine. They pass them any other. No, it's not possible. But at the same time, I just feel sorry for my club. I released 2 players. Go these people their club. These people now they make Champions League sport. Now they do Conference League semi-final.
And you didn't know where to be found.
And at the struggle to make that top 4, then they second for that league. And now these 2 key players where I give them, I make them they where then they. Matteo Guendouzi are their best midfielder. And now as he stand now, so he don't make international debut.
Yeah.
And everything don't see in place for that France this thing. Yeah. William Saliba, he don't make your own debut too. So you don't go there surprised that guy now go even go World Cup in November coming this 2022. Yeah. So for those guys, I don't know Sha, but I expect a very interesting match for that match.
So you go hard. Maybe a draw or something.
If not draw, I'd expect to see maybe if PSG if you win the match 2-1 or something. If not, now 0-0 match.
And no. I'm expecting the same because I'm waiting. I believe now. Say maybe if anybody go bet, I go advise on the Marseille win or draw. But anything can happen. Let's see how it goes. Off to Spain now. Sevilla at home to Real Madrid. Sevilla, as we know, they are one of the people in and around that top 4 spot. Julian Lopetegui they do well for the league, but Madrid away from home, bouncing back from that Champions League dance where they go dance for their home. And what do you think will happen?
I feel for Madrid. Madrid does not have that squad depth now.
Yeah,
that is a big crime. Judgment. What is that his name? For Perez committed last season. There was no major signing in Real Madrid. And now you see, after these Diamond 3 midfielders, there is nobody you can close your eyes and say, go and play in the absence of Luka Modric. the problem there is Sevilla is not a pushover.
Yeah.
When it comes, as long as La Liga is concerned, they can give you a run for your money, and they have been resting.
Yeah.
They have been resting. Unlike Real Madrid, you saw Casemiro that day. He wasn't that himself. Benzema limped off. You know, he managed to run around the pitch to the end of the game. He wasn't himself. At that point, it was -1 because he was there because the sub was exhausted. So he has to finish the game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like saying this, but I think Sevilla might win that game.
Interesting. It's very, very possible. Godfrey, me and you go Italy together. So Inter Milan, then they away to Spezia. AC Milan, then they home to Genoa. And then on Monday, Napoli, Roma on Monday. So these teams, 3 of them, they go for the league. Every weekend, you don't know who go finish the weekend. We go the top table. And then sad defeat for Fiorentina, for Napoli last season. Fiorentina knocked them last weekend. And Victor Osimhen, 1 goal, 1 assist, but it wasn't enough. And then anything will happen by Monday. Now, by the end of Monday, another person out of these 3 will top the league. So what do you think about those 3 games?
My idea on all those matches.
Yeah.
Now league we say that league get competition, not just like
this time around. No be the normal Juventus. One party system.
No be that era. Since we Inter Milan win that league last season, don't show you say the league now don't get competition. Juventus never been themselves. Then at the same time, for these 3 people we mentioned, the lack of Inter Milan, AC Milan, and what you call Napoli, all those guys will go for the league. And I feel see that league now competition, big competition they there. Then for Napoli, I feel see they got to step up.
Yeah.
At the same time, they did their home. They got to step up if they really want challenge for that league. Because anything we make Roma and I get any point from this match, you don't show you where we say if AC Milan will win their match, the gap now don't they extend again. Because I remember when that gap like 6-7 points. Now they try close that gap. They can't even top the league. But at the same time, these people can't snatch that league away from them again. So I don't want to make that Napoli make that mistake. I remember when they snatched that league from them, when that point be 7-6 points. I remember see the lack of Osimhen, they get injury and so many things. But right now, all of them they fit. Metis, all of them they fit. And if you see their link up play with Osimhen and everything, they think very interesting now. They know they're lucky enough to win that last week match with Fiorentina. But at the same time, this one they got to come out all out if they really want challenge for that league. Because if Roma they chase their top 4 spot. Yes, Roma and Mourinho. At the same time, you know that man. He no care anything. Like they go for anything. No, but you just spoil market for you. Yeah, you just want to spoil your own business. So for sure, if Napoli now step up for that game, I expect them to win that match. Maybe like 2-1 or 3-1. So if they win that match, guy, that league now go see remain competition league.
Then Inter Milan they go Spezia. They fit do am there.
Yeah, Inter Milan go do am. You expect Inter Milan to do am. You expect AC Milan to do am against Genoa. So for sure, those guys will win their match. But the problem na that Napoli match. And I don't want me Napoli lose. I want me Victor Osimhen try league that league best on say Nigeria. Look, see the way with the with Chukwueze that last midweek where he knock out these people waiting for Bayern Munich, the whole Bayern Munich. So if Osimhen fit do am score like 2 goals again, that £100 million player I see they there.
I swear, the money go the top, they go. So we've been there Spain together, Henry. So let's just return to Spain. So after the Europa League game tonight, Barcelona they're supposed to take on Cadiz. It's Frankfurt now. They eliminated Barcelona from the Europa League. You feel that match we should be expecting like 4-5-0?
Not even a matter of goals, but a matter of win.
Okay, the win will now be sure.
What Xavi is playing now is grinding out the result. Already he has not been able to acquire the players. Forget about the January transfer. He was lucky to get Aubameyang, who is firing. January is not a transfer window. So what Xavi is doing now, let's do what we can do, get the 3 points. That's the most important thing. So I see them winning.
All right, so gentlemen, we'll just run this one together. Chelsea, Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace now club we give all these big team tough time. But Chelsea they always catch them mugu. I don't know why.
Not true.
No matter how
Chelsea they catch them well.
No matter how Chelsea go always catch them mugu. But I feel say if they say those guys, those are main players we be say na Chelsea loaning players. Guy that match
it's not Chelsea. See, let me tell you, as it stands now, I have a very big respect for Chelsea. You know, I have a very big respect for Chelsea for abandoning Lukaku.
Doing the thing that should be done.
You know, look at Timo Werner's third goal that day. It was class.
I swear.
And I've been telling people that this guy is the real deal. You don't buy a tactical player and you want him to play this jam body Chelsea football. It doesn't work. You know, Chelsea knows how to handle Premier League teams for now. Where they have problem is European competition. judging from where Chelsea is coming from this midweek, it's a problem for anybody Chelsea is going to meet by this weekend.
Basically, say now they could be casualty of war.
Of course. If you want to argue, go ask Southampton. I've been telling people since Tuesday. You don't travel to Spain, get 3 goals, and you're still attacking. Nobody does that. Only that single mistake cost him that position. And had even Chelsea escaped that night, I tipped them to win Champions League.
We need again.
Of course.
Sad one, man. The worst part, I say Chelsea fans when they watch this one, they go even feel am more now.
Lukaku matter a guy. Even though they feel give Inter Milan, maybe one of the academy players
Lukaku is COVID-19 positive
or something. If not, that guy.
One academy player with a 4 tubers of yam for Lukaku
or something, because the guy now you don't turn waiter. I don't know. Now see Timo Werner will be there installed before. Timo Werner don't they pick him from back and everything.
Yeah.
But Lukaku, when you go do your own, now we never know. 100 million pounds.
Not be Lukaku fault, I beg.
Now who fault?
Not be Lukaku fault. Now the club will buy him. I will keep telling people that Chelsea is the problem of Lukaku. You don't buy a property you can't use. You can't come here and criticize Lukaku for not being good. Lukaku fired into Italian League after 10 years. What are you telling me?
Yeah.
You bought Lukaku. You refuse to structure your team in a way he will fit in. So what do you expect him to do? You know his pattern of play. So the only thing you have to do is to play to his strength. This is a player who always back the post. Dominate the ball. When he can't shoot, he pass. And what you are playing now, you are attacking from the wing. And nobody's even locating the ball at the 18-yard ball. So what do you expect him to do?
Interesting one. All right, on that note, I'll be talking about casualties of war. So Bayern Munich, after dropping out of the Champions League, they have a game to play in the Bundesliga.
Bayern is a mess. I don't want to talk about Bayern.
It's going to be Bayern Munich away to Arminia Bielefeld on a
they
good
can
luck.
go and win 7-0.
I wish you guys all the best in that match. And then interesting one in the Premier League too, Leicester City versus Newcastle. Very interesting game to look out for. So just let us know your scoreline predictions on these games, both the one we don't discuss. Let us know what you think and let us know how you think those games will turn out, and then we'll move on from there. We have match interviews this weekend coming up, of course, and let's just see. Just make sure you drop a comment in the comment section. Thank you for watching the video up to this point, and I really appreciate you. I didn't do this alone. My name is Stokes for Football Fan Tribe. Of course, I have to my left hand side and the right hand side Godfrey. So see Godfrey Instagram handle, just give it a follow. And then Henry,
please, I beg, you win, you lose, don't shake referee. Don't laugh with the referee. I beg.
If you know, you know.
I beg, if you know, you know. Referee is also, that's not the best time for referee to laugh. Referee can laugh, but not that time. That is not the best time. Thank you. On
that note, guys, thank you so much for watching. This was the weekend preview, Box 18 style. We'll see you real soon. Thank you so much for watching. We are here.